What's going on, y'all? JT with a quick video. So I'm not going to get too in depth in this video, but I will briefly go over installing lights onto your RC car. So you guys have asked me about that. I've done videos before in the past. You guys need to search my archive and you'll find some of those videos. But basically, you'll need a light kit. The light kit I use is from Amazon. This is it right here. It costs you about $7-8 bucks. The price may vary a little bit. Sometimes if they start getting a lot of orders, they'll raise their price up. But this is all you really need. This also comes with the little light buckets as well, to actually put the lights in. And then you just need to decide on how you're going to mount this. Now, I'm not actually going to put any holes in my actual body for my Felony. I'm actually going to put it in the front end of it. I'm going to put the two bigger lights up top and then one down and then the two down below here. I'm just doing that because I really don't want to put any holes in that body just yet. So I'm going to have the white ones up top and the red ones down at the bottom. And what you will need is like a body reamer. I got this kit from Powerhobby. I'll leave a link in the description. You guys want to check this out. You guys see it does come with the two different types of scissors there. The one on your right here is kind of curved up, and then this is kind of a straight shaped scissor here. You guys can see that there for this. So this reamer is what you're going to need to actually put holes here to put the buckets in for it, and then put the lights in from the reverse side of it. I'll show that to you guys in just a second. So like I said, it's not really difficult. The difficult part, I guess, of this whole process is, one, you don't want to drill the holes too big to where these buckets in here don't fit. And then two, you have to decide on how you're going to hook your lights up. You can do it several ways. You can hook it up to a LiPo, 9-volt battery, etc., etc. Or you can use hook this up to the LiPo. You can just go in here because you see this on here has an end to plug into your receiver, which is what I'm going to do. They don't take that much power from your car, so it'll be fine for now. And that's what I'll be using for this harness. You can find these on Amazon as well. I don't think they sell this particular one, but the reason why I have this wire or splitter like this with this particular one is because I'm going to be doing lights in the rear for it as well. I'm going to do a different color light in the rear too. So with that, so like I said, it just depends on how you want to set this up. Whether you want it to be taking the voltage or energy to power these lights from a LiPo battery, a 9-volt battery. You can go about it several different ways. What I'm going to show you guys here, I'm just going to use this. This is going to plug right into my receiver. This is going to kind of stick out. I'll brace this to the chassis. And then we'll plug this directly up to here and we'll be done with it. So this right here, we're putting to the side. This right here, we're going to go ahead and get to working on these real quick. So I'm going to open this bag. I'll show you what you get up in there real quick. So once you kind of get this open, like I said, you'll have 4 buckets in there. You have 2 big ones, and then you'll have 2 small ones. Of course, that should be pretty self-explanatory. The bigger ones are for the bigger lights, and the smaller ones are for the smaller lights on here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my reamer and I'm going to make small holes here, there, and then basically on each side to actually put those buckets in. And these have a bolt on the end. If this can get this focused in there, get that focused in. You guys see that bolt right there? So this bolt will screw in from one end and the actual light bucket will go on from the other. So I'm going to do one. I'm going to show you guys how this works real quick. All right, y'all. So got the body reamer out. So sometimes I kind of measure it from here. You guys see there, and I've been doing this for a minute, so I kind of know how deep to actually drill the hole for that. For you guys that are new, I do recommend you kind of drill it somewhat. Get this, of course, centered off in here, and make the hole, make a slight hole so that you know it's in the center, just kind of marking it just a little bit. You guys see how I kind of marked that there. It is off just a little bit. Trying to get this into the camera and slightly push in on this until it goes in, and then you just twist this basically. And I'm going to go in just enough to where I know this light bucket's going to fit in there, and I'm probably going to have to make a pretty big hole, bigger than what I thought for this one to go up in here, but we'll keep going right about there, and I think that's about right. Yeah, so that's about right. So what I mentioned, take this bolt, unscrew this here, secure this in here. Like I said, if you make the hole too big, it's just going to go right through it. And then take the bolt and secure it on the other end and get this over here real quick. There we go. Now you could put a little Loctite. Sorry, I know this is getting out of view. You could put a little Loctite on here to keep this from coming loose, but that's basically what you would do. And you're going to do that for the remainder 3 for this as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get these other 3 in here real quick. And then you're just going to go ahead and slide the lights in there as well. So give me a second. Let me get these other 3 in here. All right, y'all. Got some crap down here from drilling these holes. So we do have these installed here, and you guys see that in the front and then also in the back, have the bolts and stuff. So the next thing is just going to be putting the lights in there. I think the designer, when he did these bodies, he really probably thought we were going to do lights on there. So he went ahead and did that, which is a good thing. So with these lights, there's several ways you can go about doing this. Putting these in here is basically, turning these around. And like I said, the big ones are going to go into the bigger portion. So you can slide that down in there. And I usually take a little heat, and put this on it. Some people use a little glue as well, and put a little glue or something there, but I just put a little heat onto it, to secure those in a little bit better, because they are kind of rubberyish on the end, making sure we sort through these wires. And for some of you neat freaks, you're going to want to probably go through this and untangle the wires up a little bit more here, but for the sake of the video and time, we are going to do it like this. Go ahead. Secure this down up in there. There we go. Don't want to push too hard because you don't want to push it through. Same thing for this end here. And then the same thing for this end here as well. Get this in here. And you can do this for any car, and you would do the same thing if you were going to do this on an actual car body. So basically, those lights are hooked up in there for this. So the next thing is going to be mounting this back on the car and then making these wires so that they're not hanging out all over the place. So I'm going to grab the limits. I'm going to pull this over here. We're going to mount this into the car so you guys can see what this looks like. Okay, so I just remembered on this Felony, it already draws a lot from the receiver because we do have a fan running on the heatsink for the motor, and then we do have one for the ESC as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to cut this off, and then I'm just going to solder this connector on this connector here, so that I can just plug this LiPo battery into this. And I got Velcro strap on here so that I can brace this here, because I use this battery also on other cars and stuff as well, so that it's not just dedicated to this car. And of course, when you want to charge it, if it's on here, you got to keep taking it all on and off. So the Velcro is actually going to help a lot for this. So you guys give me a minute. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a quick cut on this. I'm going to cut this, put these two together, of course, red to red, black to black, and we'll be back in just a minute. All right, guys, lights are installed. Like I said, I did not want to do this on the body, but if you want to do it on your body, hitting stuff up in here for to knock stuff over, it's the same process. You can just drill holes in the center of this, but I didn't want to mess this pretty body up. I really didn't, at least not right now. Put some holes and stuff in it. But there you guys there, see the lights are there. I'm a big fan on kind of using some of the components of what's already on the car to kind of secure these down. So I basically lift this up just a little bit. Before I went in and secured these down, I actually got to do some stuff to wrap these back here and put some zip ties there. Before I drilled this, I actually unscrewed the front body post, and I just looped the wires up through there, and then I secured it back down. That's going to keep me from having excess tape and stuff there as well. And then you guys have to make sure that that wire is not going to rub on your tire. So I'm going to actually take some more tape, and I'm going to secure it here, and then also push this up here a little bit and secure it there so that my tires won't rub into that wire, end up cutting that wire off, and then just securing it back here and mounting my LiPo in there. And that's about it. I know it's dirty. I've been running the Hades out this car, but that's it, guys, for starting a light kit. If you want to do it for the rear, you can just take the red lights if you want and route them through the rear if you want. You can do several things with it. I mean, basically, I have these same type of lights on my Gravediggers and on my Gravedigger. I have them on my Limitless and a couple other cars here. So you guys see it's not really that difficult. It's just knowing where you want to put the lights and how you want to hook the lights up. So I'll have some running videos up of this coming pretty soon as well, so you guys can see it. Driving at night and stuff as well. So anyway, guys, put your comments down below. There may be other options out there for lights as well. If you can, try to put that down below, and I'll try to make sure that it doesn't get flagged where the comment won't be displayed or anything. But sometimes people put out some crazy links too. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos.